Hi, Sharon. Hello. Where's the baby? Good point.
What's cooking? Huh? What's cooking?
You're being so strong. You have strong legs. Woo-wee, girl. Woo-wee.
Are you ready to
Dance
dance
like
routine?
me.
Like natural rhythm like your mom. That's going to come in handy.
Hello, everybody.
So here we are back at Renee's house.
Welcome home.
And here comes the dog. The tail will probably show up in frame any second now.
Barrett, come here.
So we'll do Barrett. Barrett will get his,
Hi.
oh, there we go.
Barrett is as big as all of us. I take Barrett for a walk, and he gets the most attention and looks and comments. Not Miles, not the baby, not any of us.
But the pony-sized dog. Hang on one second. I'm gonna zoom out from there to get him in frame.
Barrett's on the lookout for a raccoon. He's coon hunting at night. We have something coming and eating the little fish that I have in this little area up here.
Really?
So Barrett's been on guard for us at night, right, Barrett? And putting him to work. He hates it. He's used to sleeping on the carpet, you know, in the soft plush area with a little pillow. Outside, get to work. Well, Iris is 5 months. She had a big summer, big summer. Traveling all over the place to New Zealand.
Where did you go this summer?
First we started in Texas for my cousin's graduation, and then we went to New Zealand, and what did we do there? We hung out there, just kind of, saw all my friends, a lot of my friends, not a whole lot of Xena friends, unfortunately, just a few, but a lot of friends that I hung out with outside the show, and introduced Iris to them. I tried to sneak into New Zealand, you know, because I didn't have a whole lot of time. I only had like 6 days, so I didn't call everybody. I just found myself very busy though, even with the people I did call. It was crazy. Crazy, but I was like on a big party for 6 days, right? And then we came back, we went to Seattle. Jed has family in Seattle. So what did we do there? Oh, we saw the Indigo Girls in concert. Woo! That was your second concert, right, Iris?
Oh, it was her first.
Her first. Put on like some band. Mom! She's doing something. She's on the phone. Anyway, she liked Il Divo, I think? Il Divo. Il Divo. These 4 beautiful men, all from different countries that sing romantic songs. So it was Jed's birthday. So my mom took us to see Il Divo for Jed's birthday.
I'm sure he was thrilled.
Oh yeah, it was very amusing. They came out and posed. I just cracked up. And so Jen and I swore when it was his birthday we're going to take her to like the Rolling Stones, you know?
Right.
Actually, that's probably too good.
Take back.
Yeah. Take her to like Led Zeppelin. No, that can't happen. Anyway, that was your first concert. Then we saw Indigo Girls, and I'm a huge fan of the Indigo Girls. I love Emily and Amy. I just adore Emily. And so we went to see her, heard a couple of her new songs for her CD coming out in September.
One.
I'm excited. I heard it actually. She let me hear some of the songs, and it's quite expansive for her. She's doing they're doing rock and roll and all sorts of stuff.
Is it a solo CD?
No, it's the two of them.
Two of them, right, yeah.
But, you know, just different things.
Yeah.
And then, what did we do? We went back to Texas. Back to Texas for my cousin's wedding. And in Houston, we went to the NASA Space Center because they're having a special superhero training day. And so Miles went in and tried to climb a wall like Spider-Man. He had these huge magnets on his hands and feet, so they put him up on the wall and he was stuck. He couldn't move. He just looked at me horrified, and he was about ready to cry. I'm like, no, just calm down. This is okay. And so the guy helped him rip his hand off, and it stuck back on. He slowly climbed his way up to the top. We were very proud of Miles. And then he had some sort of ability to lift this truck from some sort of simulated gadget that took most of the weight, that he could push what was good for his own resistance. So we did that, and we checked out all the astronauts. It was wonderful.
Is this superhero camp? Is that something that's there all the time?
I think it was a special treat for the summer. There was a lot of kids there. But it was fantastic. My neighbor actually designed some of the pieces for the space station. Yes, it was funny because we were checking it all out, and I came back and I said, Randy, I knew you were cool before, but man, you are really cool now, you know. And we asked him all sorts of questions. Anyway, that was fun. Things you do, you know? How cool. How amazing.
It's incredible to be a kid in this day and age.
You know, and you get to really relive all these wonderful aspects of life for your children. Then...
Yeah, space camp in your day might have been something like a secretarial school.
Oh, yeah.
or maybe my day.
Yeah.
Been a little bit better in yours.
That's funny. No, I don't know.
But being able to lift trucks with a single
Isn't that
hand.
fantastic?
Oh, that's cool.
What else did we do? Well, then we went on to Austin.
Yes, and what were you doing in Austin? Why did you go there?
Why did I go to Austin? Well, I went to see Eddie for a while. Miss Eddie. Checked out Fred Gills. They're having this concert for Bangladesh that night, and that was great. And then we also went specifically to cook location scouts for the short film.
Which
short film is the guy who takes his father on a joyride, a motorcycle joyride.
When you told us about before.
Yeah, everyone talked about that before, a couple years ago now.
Your record button is green, the same as your pause button is supposed to be red.
Sharon's asking me how to work the camera.
This is Renee's camera, which she's lending us because it's got 3 chips instead of 1.
Yeah, but don't ask me how to work it.
Yes.
So we took a little break. There was a little mower. He's out, gone. Baby's going to bed.
And we had started to talk about the reason why you went to Austin.
Oh yeah, so we also went for a location scout. And so in my short film, the guy, he's supposed to take his father on a joyride on his motorcycle as a last dying wish. That's the whole idea. But anyway, he turns out he's in jail. And so we were going to Austin to try to find a jail. And Eddie knows this wonderful man named Roger Wade. I think it was Wade. And he took us to this old jail in Austin that's completely dilapidated. They actually housed criminals there for a while. And we walked through, and it was just perfect. It just was chipped away, and there had been a film crew in there earlier, so they had set up new areas that were freshly painted. And then you walk around the corner, and the windows are broken, and you know, the cords are hanging out of the ceiling for the electrical work. So it's just perfect. So we're going to use that, and then we tried to drive around and look for some areas that would be the nice motorcycle drive for the father's ride, and we couldn't find anything that I really liked. So...
in all of Austin, you couldn't find a...
Not really. I want something that is, has less civilization around it. Too many houses are built up in Austin now, in the hill country. So anyway, I have time. I have plenty of time. And then we came back, and I say we, because it's Jed and I. Jed's riding it with me, and he actually did a motorcycle movie with his father years ago. So it's just interesting to work with them on this. And anyway, so we came back, and we happened to go to the Hermosa Beach Film Festival.
Yes, and how was that?
You know, it wasn't so good. It really wasn't that great. There were a couple of pieces that were average, but I have a new sense of what to expect in great short films after going to Sundance. I saw so many tremendous films that blew my mind. So now, I have to say I just didn't get most of the short films there. And it's nothing to do with the festival, it's just the submissions that were put in. So I walked away completely disheartened. I said, you know, I don't understand specifically for me why I want to make this short film. And I think the problem with a lot of filmmakers is that they just make a film just for the sake of putting something on camera.
Right.
So I'm going back and I'm trying to figure out why I feel like I have to tell the story, and if I don't have some compelling reason, then I'm not going to do it at all.
Right. You'll find a story that does compel
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Right.
This great jail, you know, we can do anything. the theme that always grasps me right now is I love the idea of people watching the short film and then at the end asking themselves questions because they feel unresolved about something. And I want to really touch on, in our society, who are criminals and who aren't. What do we look at as being the good guy versus the bad guy?
And how the line isn't always easy to see?
Yes, it's not always easy to see because in this case, the son takes his father on this joyride. It's his father's last wish, but yet his sister takes him, allows him to go to jail for it, which is what would happen in our society. So here you have this man who is being punished and trapped in this situation because he was trying to give his father freedom. I like that. It's interesting. I don't know. Is it enough to make? I don't know. Will I make the short film? I don't know.
When it comes to writing it, because you've got a plot, but the heart of it is going to be in the dialogue. It's going to be in the conversations between people, within people.
Yeah.
So is that inside you yet? Have you started to write?
We did. We started, we were 2 pages into it. But the one short film we did like while we were watching the Hermosa Beach Festival was one that had very little dialogue. And it was all about relationships through human behavior, people's reactions, and where they communicate without long expositional dialogue.
Yeah.
So we're both on the same path on what we want. Now it's just a matter of trying to get it across. So, you know, it's a little, it's a hobby, this one. Frustrating. But, what else? Still working on Diamonds and Guns. I'm going tonight to finish the titles.
Yeah. And is Joe started the music yet?
We just finished with the music. Have the music. Music's great. It's perfect. And now I'm just, again, another problem. I thought I knew where I was going to put the titles in the film, but it doesn't work. The mix is too fast, so the montage can't supply an area for the titles. So one more things. But now I know the next time I'm going to make sure that the camera is positioned in just the right format and the cuts are slow enough so you can actually have time for the names to come up and hold.
Right.
You know,
that's ironic.
Anyway, it's very funny. And 2 places in the film I had allowed for a little bit of titles.
And you're going to put this out on DVD because you're getting asked constantly.
What's happening with Diamonds and Guns?
When it's done, what will happen to
It
it?
will be on DVD. Yeah. Anyway, no, I don't know. People are asking about it. People who distribute films, but they haven't seen the movie yet. So when it's ready, then I'll let them see it and see what happens. But I am putting at the end special thank yous. I'm going to put special thank you to the Xena fans, which is great because I can do that, you know? Isn't that fun? But it's basically for all you guys who helped buy all the photographs and all of the artwork in order to finish post-production on this. So when I put thank you to the Xena fans, you'll know who you are.
It's your second screen appearance. You have dialogue? Or you a day player, a silent player? Huh? Let's poke Mom in the cheek.